Hello children, I am Needu, your English teacher. Today we are going to study a very beautiful poem named Rain on the Roof. From the title of the poem itself, you might have understood that the poem is about rain. Do you love rain? Personally, I love rain a lot. But do we get time to sync with nature? We have become too occupied in our busy schedule. What is life if full of care, no time to stand and stare? That's what has happened with us right now. Nowadays, we are leading a robotic life, mechanical life. Many of the times we forget to get in touch with nature, to sync with nature. Really, that's which is very much essential to rejuvenate ourselves. This poem, Rain on the Roof, is written by Cord Skinney. He is a thoughtful poem in which the poet expresses his thoughts and past memories when the rain pours over his house. The memories are both sweet and sad. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of his house brings back sweet memories of the past. The poem has been divided into 3 stanzas having 8 lines each, and we will discuss meanings of difficult words and understand the meaning of the poem line by line. Here is the first stanza. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. The poet says that the humid shadows, the wet shadows here means the rain clouds. Okay, the rain clouds hover means exist in the nature, exist in the air. Okay, so the rain clouds are there in the air over the starry spheres. Starry spheres here denote starry sky. So, what's there upon the starry sky? There out the starry sky, humid shadows, wet shadows are there existing in the air. And the melancholy darkness, the darkness is so sad. Melancholy means sad. Sad darkness, it began to weep. Look at the next line. Gently weeps. And what is coming out? Rainy tears. Okay, so at first he is saying about the rain clouds which is there existing there upon the sky, upon the starry spheres. And what happens? The darkness is so sad and it began to weep, it began to cry, and tears began to come down to the earth. Okay, what's that tears? Rain droplets. At this time, what the poet is doing? What a bliss to press the pillow. What happiness it is. Oh, what a joyful moment it is to do like this. To do what? To press the pillow of a cottage chamber. Chamber means small room. Okay, so he's there inside a small room, and what he does now, he presses the pillow of the cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So by listening to that pitter patter sound, okay, the sound of rain is being mentioned here as by using the word patter. So by listening to that pitter patter sound of the rain, the poet stays inside his cottage chamber and he thinks it's a great bliss. Okay, now we can move to a second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being starred, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Okay, now the meaning. In stanza 2, the poet says that every tinkle means tinkling sound of the raindrops. Okay, on the shingles means small pebbles. Shingles, small stones, round pebbles. So it makes an echo in the heart. So every tinkling sound, which when every raindrops, when it touches the shingles, it makes tinkling sound. It tinkles. Okay, and it creates an echo in the heart of the people who are listening to that tinkling sound. And 1,000 dreamy fancies. Fancies means imaginary thoughts. So when that tinkling sound, when that water drops touch the shingles, tinkles will be formed, the tinkles will be heard, and when that tinkles are heard, what happens? It creates an echo in the heart, and as a result of that, what happens? Thousands of dreamy fancies, thousands of imaginary thoughts become busy to start. That means busily come to the heart. Okay, begin to reflect in the mind, begin to come in the mind. Okay, the poet says that when he hears the sound of the raindrops falling on the shingles, his heart fills with hundreds of thoughts, really maybe the past memories. Okay, then in the next line the poet says that a thousand recollections means past memories. Okay, thousands of past memories weave their air threads into woof. Weave means stitch. It creates new imagination and memories when he hears the sound of raindrops on the roof. Okay, so these recollections, these past memories begin to weave air thread into woof, and it is creating woof. So what's being said by the poet in this stanza? The poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the shingles, isn't it? He says that every tingle on the shingles has an echo in his heart. Whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, that sounds are creating many memories, many fanciful imaginations in his mind. Okay, then he recollects many memories of his past, which comes back to his mind as dreams. And he says that he listens to the when he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in the form of dreams. Okay, now we move to the third stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me, as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Here, the poet introduces his mother. Okay, he says that he is dreaming of his mother when he feels that beauty of rain, when all those past memories came to echoed in his heart. We said those tingling sound creates much memories, or is bringing out some fanciful memories to his mind, isn't it? So along with that fanciful memories, some real facts which happened in the past, or something which is real, the most real thing, mother, is coming to his mind. He says that he is dreaming of his mother. Then it's a memory of his mother who is no longer alive. Okay, in the past she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. Okay, the poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him fondly. Fond look means loving look. That most lovable look of mother can be felt by him as he listened to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. The sound of the rain makes him think about, go to his past from his present. That's why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. Okay, so the lines once again. Now in memory comes my mother, and she used in years gone. Okay, to regard the darling dreamers. Ere means it's an old poetic word. It means before. Before, that means in those days she left them till the dawn. She left the darling dreamers. That means who slept till the daybreak. She left them sleep till the dawn. Dawn means daybreak. Oh, I feel her fond look, that loving look out on me, as I list to this refrain. As I list here means it's also a poetic word, old poetic word, and it means listen. When I listen to this refrain here means a repeated part of a song or poem. Here it means the sound of the rain. Okay, so when he listens to the sound of the rain, which is played upon, which is heard upon the shingles. Okay, we said about the tinkles which he hears when the raindrops touch the shingles. So when he hears that noise, or when he hears that tinkles which is being formed by the patter of the rain, he remembers his mother. Here, the emotions of the poet seems to be a mix of sorrow and joy. Okay, the poet feels joy when he thinks about the love of his mother, the care of his mother. However, at the same time, he misses that love now, and thus he is sad as well. Okay, so that's the meaning of the poem. I'll read the lines once again. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So he is now there inside his cottage, pressing the pillow, listening to that rain. Okay. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being stirred, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Every tingle, when it touches the shingles, every tingle creates an echo in his heart, and thousands of dreamy fancies are coming to his mind. Thousands of recollections, thousands of past memories are weaving thread to make a woof, to make a cloth. Okay, so what's the content? When he listens to the patter of the raindrops upon the roof, many past memories are rushing to his mind. Okay, now the next and the last stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years gone, to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. In this stanza, he remembers how his mother was. She will always be loving. The poet remembers how his mother used to kiss him and his siblings before going to sleep. In other words, we can say that the poet who is listening to the sound of the raindrops feels the love of his mother. Okay, so that's the content of the poem. Please take your textbook and read the poem completely. And one important thing to remind you, today the notes are not given separately. It is included in this video itself. So please take your notebook and copy these given questions and answers to your notebook very neatly. And don't forget to study it today itself. Okay.